Am I the a-hole for refusing to give my husband a lift to a primary school viewing? I, 35 female, and my husband, 33 male, live together with our 2 children, 3 male and 1 female. Recently, I have been under the weather with some low-level cold and sore throat. I'm feeling crappy, but still able to do day-to-day stuff. I have been going to work, looking after the children, etc. as normal. Today, the children are due to be looked after by our childminders who live next door to us. We can drop them off anywhere between 8 to 9 a.m. We get them up and dressed and feed them breakfast before they go and pack their bags with spare clothes, nappies, bottles for our daughter, and food for both of them throughout the day. Today, I have a dentist appointment in the town over at 10 a.m. My husband is due to attend a viewing of a primary school in the village next to us in the opposite direction at 9:20 a.m. with my mother, who is making her own way there. This morning, I got up when my alarm went off with my son, got him dressed and gave him his breakfast, went back upstairs for our daughter, got her dressed and gave her her bottle, then started making their lunches, which included washing up as there were no clean bottles for her to take with her. My husband remained in bed until 8:50 a.m., then came downstairs and asked why I was stressed and grumpy. I told him that I'd got up by myself with both children, needed to leave for my appointment in 10 minutes, and the kids' bags still weren't packed and the car was frozen and I still wasn't dressed myself. He then asked what he could do to help, and I asked him to defrost the car, which he did. When we had dropped the kids off at 9 a.m., I started getting myself dressed, and he asked I was even going to have time to take him to the primary school. We only have one car and only I have a driver's license. I said no, and was he expecting me to take him? And he said yes, because I had organized the trip to the primary school. I pointed out that while I have organized for him to go to the primary school, I am not actually going myself. Not only that, I have plans, which he knows about, at the same time in a different location in the opposite direction. Also, at no point has he asked me for a lift. He says I should have known he would be expecting a lift there as I planned the visit. In addition to the above, if I was going to give him a lift, we would have needed to leave earlier so I could drop him off and make my appointment on time, but he didn't get up with me and get the children out of the house and everything ready so we could do this. I left for my dentist appointment while he complained he was going to be late and started trying to book a taxi at around 9:10 a.m. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for deciding to let my baby CIO despite my 30F husband's 30M protests? Our daughter is 16 months old. My husband deployed when she was 6 months old, and he returned last month. I wanted to stop breastfeeding when my daughter molars all came in at the same time, and she started biting me up. But it coincided with my husband's homecoming, and he told me it was too stressful for me to quit when he was just getting home and trying to get into a routine with our daughter. It's been a month now, and my daughter did stop biting me, but now she is fighting sleep, and it takes hours to get her to fall asleep, so we can, sometimes unsuccessfully, transfer her to her crib. I say we, but I'm the one she is nursing on to sleep, and while she does it, she pinches me and pulls my hair, digs her fingernails in my belly button, and uncovers my other breast to the cold, and twists her feet in my shirt straps or pushes toys incessantly into my face. He is on the ship overnight, and I'm just exhausted. I have no time for myself, and I am at my wit's end. My patience is so thin and tight, I need some autonomy. I am not PPD. I just know I'm at my limit, and I need to prioritize myself a little. So I changed her diaper, fed her, nursed her for 30 minutes, and then put her in the crib for her nap. I let her cry. I didn't go into her room because I've tried that before, and it makes her cry for hours if I try to soothe her. I did that for her afternoon nap, and I'm doing it tonight to get her to bed. And I'm thinking of putting my foot down when my husband gets home tomorrow and telling him that unless he wants to step in and rock her to sleep himself, this is how I'm doing it from now on. I am anticipating that he is going to judge me for it and feel like I am making the decision unilaterally. I want to be compromising, but I'm beyond my limit now. Am I the a-hole? And if I am, is there a compromise you can think of that does not involve me being a human boppet for 2 or more hours straight a day?